Hello again, everybody. Excuse me. Zack Attack is here with my second straight award show review in less than a week. Well, about a week. Last week was the MTV Movie Awards. Now it's the Academy of Country Music Awards, the 50th annual award show, taking place tonight, April 19th, 2015. Of course, from Dallas Cowboy Stadium. After numerous years in Vegas, they decided to go bigger for their 50th anniversary award show. I have not been able to see the ACM Awards live for the last couple of years because they've always been the same day as WrestleMania, which is ironic because WrestleMania 32 is going to be in Dallas Cowboy Stadium next year. So I was able to watch ACM Awards live tonight. And for being the same, it was a decent show. Uh, this was a 3.5 hour show this year because of the 50th anniversary. And like the last 3.5 hour award show, which is ironically also on CBS, which also hosted this show, the Grammys was kind of a blow to 3.5 hour show and a lot more downbeat moments. This show did share downbeat moments, but it dominated like the Grammys did. The later half of the Grammys was a lot of downbeat shit, a lot of samba stuff, but not a lot here. There was some little buzzkill moments, which I'll get to when I get to my awards in the evening. But still, being in the stadium, not bad. The mixing, I'm a disc jockey, I'm here in my DJ shirt. The mixing of the show went pretty well. You know, I like to see the sound mixing for the performances. I like to record them and use them for my shows. So the mixing was great. The staging, on the other hand, for being in the stadium, they did the best they could with it. You can tell when they were presenting awards, which I'll get to. So, like I normally do with my awards reviews, I'll talk about the winners, see my the subtitle about the big winners and all that. Talk about the award winners. I'll give my thoughts on performances and, of course, my awards. Like I always do, my own little fake awards for each show. Well, of course, the most awarded person tonight who received a Crystal Milestone Award as well for being the most awarded female. And it continues tonight as Miranda Lambert won the most 3 awards tonight, including her 3rd Album of the Year ring. She won for Crazy Ex-Girlfriend back in 2008. Of course, her big groundbreaker, Revolution in 2009 or 2010. And of course, I think it's a 3rd. I don't think she won for the record, but she did win for Platinum. And Automatic won Song of the Year, meaning so many good songs. And she won Female Vocalist of the Year. But, for the first time in years, her husband did not win Best Male. It's been years at both ACMs and CMAs for the last couple of years. Miranda and Blake have both won Male Vocalist. But tonight, Jason Aldean won it. I think he won last year too, but hey. The streak of Miranda and Blake winning all the time, Best Male and Female, is kind of almost broken here. But despite that, Miranda is the top winner. 3 awards tonight. And 2 awards tonight. Getting the most other wins. Luke Bryan won 2. He won Vocal Event of the Year with Florida Georgia Line. And more importantly, he retained as Entertainer of the Year for the 2nd year in a row, even beating Garth Brooks in the I'm trying to get that word. In the process, yeah. Beating Garth Brooks in the process. I like Luke Bryan. I hope to see him if the little bonehead goes on sale in Detroit. He announced all his tour dates a few months ago, but he hasn't gone on sale yet in Detroit, so I'm getting impatient with it. But in my mind, just because I saw him a few months ago, my Entertainer of the Year, and I voted for him too, Garth Brooks. To come back after 14 years, yes, his new album is not selling as good as the past, but still, people want the old stuff. And that's what his show's on. There was little ads for him. He's like the only guy who doesn't need to be in his advertisements for his tour. You just say the words Garth Brooks and people will come see him. And the show I saw at Joe Louis was just amazing. Probably one of the best concerts I've ever been to. He still got it. He still got the energy that he had. Doesn't do as crazy as stunts as he used to, but still, he still can command a crowd. And the crowd sings every word of every song for 2 hours straight. You know, it's awesome. So, but Golf's won a lot. So, I don't feel too bad Golf didn't win, but because he's won a lot. And I do like Luke, though. Hope to see him, like I said. So, it is fan voted. A lot more young people vote. So, not a lot of older folks vote for these things. So, they're going to try. I also think Luke won as well. But congrats to Luke on winning the big one again for the 2nd year in a row. Other winners included Like country music awards sometimes are predictable. Like the same people win every year. If it's one, like it changes sometimes. Like new people win, but then they win a lot. Like Rascal Flatts won a lot for Best Group of the Year multiple years in a row. Then Lady A had their shot at it. And now the last couple of years, Little Big Town's won it for Best Vocal Group. Same with Florida Georgia for Best Duo. Books and Dunn won so many times. Then, of course, Sugarland won so many times. And now Florida Georgia has won about 2 or 3 years in a row. And I like this stuff. Yes, bro country aside, I like the stuff. Best New Artist. Cole Swindell. I think it should be Thomas Rhett. In my mind, I like him. But Cole Swindell's decent. I do like a song, though. Not Worth the Whiskey. I like the song he did. We'll take his performances in a second. And single record of the year, I Don't Dance by Lee Brice. I played that song once. I liked it. I think it should have been Drunk on a Plane. Even though they didn't win single, it did win video of the year. I like that song, and the video is cool, too. So, there you go. Those are the winners. Now I get to my performances when I start my Zach Awards. Best performance by a group that's not been around in a while. Books and Dunn. They had a lot of past winners performing tonight. The ones who got the Milestone Awards. Everybody who got the Milestone Award performed besides Taylor. I like the mother speech. That's my winner for most emotional speech was Taylor's mother, Andrea, who's battling cancer right now. Great speech with Taylor. When she presented her award. Taylor had a short speech, but because now it's the fact that country let her do her own thing, going pop. Maybe the door's open for her to do country again. Anyway, Brooks and I has been around. Back to Brooks and I. Brooks and I haven't been around in a while. They broke up a couple years ago. And then we see the Crystal Milestone. Of all the Crystal Milestone performers, they were the best. George Strait, it was okay. I've seen better performances from George Strait. Weaver did a little medley. She was decent. I like her stuff. But of all the Crystal Milestone winners, Brooks and Dunn killed it in their performance tonight. They still got it, especially Ronnie Dunn. He can still sing. Like George Strait, his voice was straining on All My Exes Live in Texas. You can tell his voice was straining. Because I have a live recording of George Strait that I use in my shows. That's him younger. So his voice is okay, but not strong. Ronnie Dunn is still a strong vocalist. So there you go. I'm not attuned to the new country anymore. Maybe that's why I like this stuff, because I'm more attuned to the older country music than the newer country music these days. But most sexy performance would go to Miranda Lambert. She did a medley, a lot of medleys tonight. Since it was a 3-hour show, 3.5 hours, a lot of medleys, including Miranda, who did a little medley about Mama's Broken Heart and Little Red Wagon. I like the performance on the Grammys a lot better, though. But I do like this performance tonight of it. Almost as good as the Grammys, but a little bit more sexy at the Grammys. So, I do like her performance. Probably my favorite, sexiest performance. Most powerful performance would have to go to a tie between Garth Brooks and Alan Jackson. Mostly leaning towards Garth. There's a lot of times I'm a DJ guy, and I always see this with country award shows. I like, and also on music award shows too, like all music award shows. I like some artists, but I think they should have picked a better song. Like looking at all the performers tonight, I think a couple people should have picked better songs. Like I think not much people. Like I wish Golf did a better song, but his performance was decent of a new song, All American Kid. And it was still a good performance because I like Golf. Like I mentioned, that he was. I did vote for Golf though. I did vote for him for entertainer, and just the performance itself is a decent, powerful song, and the fact that all the Army guys come out. One of many buzzkills. Not as many buzzkills like at the Grammys. You had Obama come up about women abuse. That was kind of a buzzkill. But this wasn't as much of a buzzkill, even though this performance of Golf was introduced by the wife of the American Sniper. But it was still a great performance with Golf. I like this band. Like I said, it's all decent. It was a powerful song though. I don't ever use it in my gigs, but it's still a powerful song. And Alan Jackson wins the Buzzkill Award because I'm nothing against that song. Where you would starts turning. I can understand the powerfulness of that song, but it's Buzzkill because it's bringing back old memories. bad memories, especially with Troy Aikman coming out saying 20 years ago today, Oklahoma, I think golf, when he accepted his milestone award, he did say it's been an emotional day for Oklahoma. It's because it's the 20th anniversary of bombing in Oklahoma City. It's like, today, 20 years ago today, people got killed. Kind of a buzzkill, It's not, it was, like I said in the beginning, it wasn't as somber as the Grammy was. Grammys were way more downbeat than this. It had a decent balance tonight. There was a lot of upbeat. There was more balance than at the Grammys. Like, it was an even number of upbeat and samba songs. Unlike the Grammys, there was a lot more samba songs than upbeat songs. As you saw in my Grammy review, if you haven't seen it, that's on this channel too. Other performances are decent. Little Big Time. I'm a big fan of theirs. I like the harmonies. I like Pontoon and other songs. Even a song like Sober that should have been hit. Of course, they performed tonight their somewhat controversial hit, Girl Crush. Now, I like it. It's not like a lesbian thing like many people are suspecting. I dig this song, but I just wish it was more like a girl crush, like crushing on a girl, not like crushing on a girl because she's cheating on your man. I wish it was a more sexier song, even though I don't think you can be sexy with a topic like that, but they should have made it a lot more interesting than like a breakup song. Blake's song, on the other hand, Sangria, was what Girl Crush should have been, a sexy song. His Sangria was a decent, sexy song. A lot better than Lonely Tonight, his last single. Also, Keith Urban and Eric Church kicked off the night with I Pledge Allegiance to The Hang. I liked it, but I was like, where's the new song? Raise them up. Wait, they did that one to kick off the show in a medley form. It was a decent rendition of that song. There's only, I have a disc jockey. The only songs I could probably use in my shows to like My Maria and Brad Paisley's new song, Crushing It. Probably Brad's best new song. I like Riverbank, but Crushing It's a good party song. Especially it's a fun summer drinking song. I know a lot of songs in country about drinking these days. Drunk on a plane, day drinking. But I did like Brad's song, Crushing It. Kind of a fun party song. The mix of that song was okay though. Brooks and Dunn was best sounding, and Golf was best sounding. Like I said, this jockey and listen to the sound. Rascal Flatts, Christina Aguilera's song was okay. The voices were okay in it. Kenny doing a medley of Young and his new song Wild Child. I saw Kenny in concert a few years ago, and he was great. So decent little number there. I like Young. That's one of my favorite Kenny songs. And going back to Brad, the placement of Brad's song was interesting because Brad's song came right after Alan Jackson's performance. So it was great to get out of that buzzkill with a fun drinking song after Alan Jackson about 9/11, basically. And then Lady Antebellum performed the new song, Long Stretch of Love. I like that song. There was in a commercial for Samsung Milk before the new album came out. So I like that song. I've always been a big fan of Lady A. I'm kind of a bigger fan because they're being sponsored. The tour is being sponsored by Detroit-based Quicken Loans. A lot of my friends work for Quicken Loans. So there you go. That's interesting there. Then Doug Bentley's performance of Wise was decent. I like Drunk on a Plane better. But still, I don't like downbeat songs that much. Like up-tempos, like mid-tempos are decent. Jason Aldean did a long medley. He did his new song Tonight's Looking Good on You, which is a decent, sexy song, but then he did a bunch of, a medley with a bunch of his hits. Like She's Country, My Kind of Party, Hicktown. And I saw Jason a few years ago, and he's great. I like him. He's probably one of my favorite top 5 males, like Luke, Jason, like top 5 country males. Jason, Luke, Brad, Golf. I think it's my top 4. So there you go. That's all I can think of right now. And so there you go with that. That's my thoughts on performances. Here's my little awards. Like I said earlier, with an award show being in a stadium, I was worried about the sound mixing. The staging was kind of a cluster because there was so much going around, especially when we got to the presentations. My awards for awkward camera positions, Little Big Town, Full Georgia Line, and Miranda. All 3 times, people didn't know which side to face the camera. Like I said, that's the negative. That's one of the cons of being in a stadium. Pros is you get a lot of people, 70,000 people. It's in the Guinness Book of World Records. It's the most attended award show. The bad thing is, the con is, the stage is gonna be all over the place. So much going on because it's such a big area. So you're gonna see. So there was the risk of people not knowing where to face, and that's what happened. They're like, which way should I face? Saw a lot of that. So it's kind of a learning curve. I don't think they're gonna do it again in this stadium. I think they're going back to Vegas, going back to an arena next year. I think they're going back like that. Maybe for their 60th, if they do a stadium again, maybe they get the staging a lot better. But no one's done a stadium awards show, so it's gonna be those learning curves. It's good to have all those people in there, but the stage has got to be a lot better, especially for the awards, and having people know what side to face for the camera. And there was even some teleprompter problems too. Since it's such a big stand, I think there was some teleprompter problems with Alabama. And I think when Darius Rucker presented an award, I think he was presenting Best Female. And there was some teleprompter problems with him and I think the Masters winner Jordan Spieth and Jake Owen. Most like I said, I think I said earlier, most emotional speech was when Andrea Swift presented Taylor Swift with her Crystal Milestone Award. Mentioned that. The most interesting, powerful one was Randy Travis appearing during Lee Bryce's presentation of Song of the Year, which opened up the show. He sung a little bit of Forever and Ever, Amen. And he's introduced Randy Travis, who was in the crowd, of course. It was probably one of Randy's first rare public appearances since his stroke a couple years ago. He looked okay out there. Just waved to the fans, doing well in his recovery. Best wishes to him, see him out there after that stroke. It's been a few years, but still, seeing him out there is inspiration just to see him there. It's inspiration enough to survive that. How survivor he is, time will tell, but nice to see him out there nonetheless. To see him there at all. So there goes my little thoughts on the moments of the ACM and Luke, as they call themselves, Luke Bland and Blake Shelton. This is my first time seeing the award show live because I've seen the intros on YouTube. I think they're a decent duo. They're good co-hosting. I think they didn't get a lot of jokes in because it was such a long show, so they have time to get some jokes in. Did it have a long monologue to begin the show? They did have some good jokes in. In my mind, still, the best country hosting duo is still Brad Paisley and Carrie Underwood, who host the other award show for country, the CMAs. They're still my favorite pair. But Blake and Luke are still a good duo, especially when they had a segment with them, with Luke trying to catch a football from Tony Romo, who presented an award. A lot of Dallas Cowboys presented awards. And the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders were the award girls. So, there you go with that. My thoughts on the 50th annual ACM Awards. I don't know when I'll be able to watch them live again. That's why I do reviews of shows I watch live. So there you go. Miranda Lambert, the big winner. Most wins. Most awards, 3 awards. But Luke wins the big one, Entertainer of the Year for the second time, even beating Garth Brooks in the process. Hope to see Luke soon. Hope he goes on sale in Detroit soon. That's what I kept saying. Maybe I said to my family when I was watching the show, maybe if Luke wins tonight, maybe he'll capitalize on it by going on sale this week in markets he hasn't gone on sale for yet on tour, including Detroit. He's supposed to end his upcoming tour. He's supposed to end it at Ford Field in Detroit, another big stadium. I think he's playing AT&T Stadium on this tour too. So is Taylor on her tour. That's what she said during her speech. So that's my thoughts on the ACMs. Thank you very much for watching. With that in mind, y'all been attacked by the review from Zach. See you all later. Yeah.